What to do, everybody? Welcome back to the final drive. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be rebuilding some of these teams. So right now we know nine teams are officially looking for new head coaches. Raiders being one of them. So what we're gonna be doing in this series is trying to rebuild these teams with new coaches. Really, I want to rebuild all the teams, but we're gonna have a series where we just go through rebuilding different teams, try to do the most realistic scenarios that we can possible of what the outcome will be and try to get these teams to a Super Bowl. So Raiders are definitely looking for a coach. Some of the names that is high on the list that they requested interviews for is Kevin Stefanski, Klint Kubiak, Matt Nagy, and then of course some others. But of course, we know Kevin Stefanski is on the Browns on the game right now. So we went ahead, which is a real possibility that I think the Raiders can go. We went with Klint Kubiak. Klint Kubiak, yeah, he doesn't have head coaching experience, but I think his upside of what he can be as a head coach, kind of you think about what Mike McDonald has done over there with the Seahawks. I think he can have the same track record with the Las Vegas Raiders. They're able to draft a quarterback and bring in a guy if they're choosing someone for him to be able to develop. He's kind of part of that Shanahan tree and with a dynamic offense. So I think this is something that he can be able to come in and possibly do long-term success with. They're going to have to be patient with the coach, especially with the Raiders, because it's not going to be a win now thing. You're talking about a 3 to 5 year building process with what they have. But that's what we did. We went ahead and brought in Klint Kubiak to the team. We went ahead and changed some of the team schemes. We got them with Seattle's scheme. We're going to keep West Coast zone run. We're going to keep the defensive coordinator, Graham's. We're going to keep him as the defensive coordinator. I know he's interviewing for different spots, but we can keep him here. I know it's other people that's actually looking to be head coaches. The only thing I can think of why Patrick Graham will probably leave is only because a better opportunity. He just don't want to grow with the Raiders, and you bring in somebody else, and then the Raiders just have to go find another defensive coordinator. If that was the case, we would look at somebody like Vance Joseph or Jesse Minter, but it don't make sense. I mean, for Jesse Minter to leave the Chargers and come over to the Raiders, I mean, it seems like it's a better situation. I think he will be really looking for a head coaching position. I think Vance Joseph will only be able to take that position if Patrick Graham was to leave, which I don't think so. So we're going to keep what's in place now when it comes to the defense. And we can run the disguise. We can keep the disguise 3-4 and we'll go there. So what we're going to do is we're starting off where we at are in the wild card right now. We know the Broncos will face the Bills. Texans will face the Patriots. I'm looking forward to both matchups. Broncos have shown to be a very good team. They have the defense. Can Josh Allen stay upright? And this is Josh Allen's time, man. I mean, there's no Pat Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson. You have to make it to the Super Bowl. This is your window of opportunity. Patriots, Mike Vrabel did a great job with that team, getting them where they need to go. But this Texans defense is elite, and we know elite defenses have won Super Bowls in the past. You think about those Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you think about the Baltimore Ravens, you think about the Legion of Boom. Defenses can win you a championship, so that's interesting. NFC side, you have the Seahawks taking on the 49ers, and you have the Rams taking on the Bears, some more good matchups. So that's what we're going to start the season off. Klint Kubiak has been hired. He got his staff in order. And then after this, we're going to start looking at how we can possibly rebuild this team. All right, so we're going past the divisional round. And the Texans done it. The Texans beat the Patriots, and Josh Allen was able to defeat the number 1 seed Broncos to get to the AFC Championship. This is one of the most important games of his career, but he's going against a juggernaut of a defense. This should be a great game. Seahawks went ahead and beat the 49ers. 49ers had a great run, especially with the injuries they had. And Bears are still red hot. I know a lot of people is upset with Ben Johnson, but I mean, he's backing it up with what that team and the Bears has been able to do and take care of the Rams. So we got Seahawks and Bears coming up next. All right, moment of truth. And here we go. Josh Allen was able to do it, will his team to the Super Bowl. Like I said, this was very important for him to be able to get to the Super Bowl because his window of opportunity was wide open. Seahawks ended the Bears streak. What a run. The Bears are having a similar story to I don't know what they're talking about. The Bears are having a similar story to what the Commanders had last year when the Commanders made it to the NFC Championship after knocking off the Lions, but they ended up losing to the Eagles. And here's the Bears kind of doing the same thing, making it that far. So Super Bowl is set up. We're going to take a look at the Pro Bowl. We want to just take a look and see if we have any of the Raiders there. Just trying to see if we have any foundational pieces that we're going to continue to go on and use going forward with this team. Max Crosby is there. We know he had a surgery. He should be back, but we do have to have a discussion about what we possibly going to do with him. And that's probably it. We got some things that we need to do. I don't even think Brock Bowers made it, did he? He did not. Yep. So we got some things that we're gonna have to figure out as a team. So let's go ahead and go into Super Bowl week and let's take a look. Josh Allen, MVP, makes perfect sense. Nothing for me to argue. He got his team to the Super Bowl. Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel, what he did with the Patriots and turned that team around. Liam Cohen, I got to give it up to him too. He did a great job with the Jaguars because they was dead in the water and he kind of revived them. He really helped Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence did struggle in that first game. We want to see him make more of a deep playoff run. If not, he's going to be another Dak Prescott. So somebody you definitely just want to keep an eye on. Offensive player of the year, Genty, is good to see him creeping around there. Defense, Max Crosby, we know who he is. He's a beast. Ashton Genty, possibly rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year candidate. We don't have anyone on defense. Best QB, shouldn't have anybody up there. We know Genty is there. Wide receiver, we don't have that. We did trade Jacoby Myers over to Jacksonville. So, we're missing him. So we got some holes to fill and get this team to where they need to go. Devin White is up there at linebacker, DB. We don't have anybody, and that's that. And before we go any further, I just want to take a look at the stats for the year. Geno Smith, 20 interceptions, horrible year. He's done. Hopefully he retires, but he's not going to be the quarterback going forward of the Las Vegas Raiders. Genty, almost 1,000-yard rusher, but offensive line was horrible. He made magic out of nothing. I don't even know how he got those yards. If we can get a line in front of him, I think he'll have a better season. We got to get some wide receivers in there. Tucker cannot be our leading guy. I mean, he's 5'9", 185. We got Brock Bowers, but we're going to have to find receivers to bring into the locker room. This sack is not right. I think this is just from those 3 games we had to move forward with. But we know that sack count is not right. Devin White, Jeremy Chin is the leading tackles on the team. 27 tackles for a loss from Max Crosby, 17 sacks. That's really good to see. Kyle Blue Kelly, 3 interceptions. So pretty good looking at stats. So we're going to go ahead and move forward, get to the off season where the magic is about to happen. And wow, the only thing Seahawks can do is get a safety off of Josh Allen. Josh Allen won the Super Bowl, well deserved. He got there. Now, we already know it's going to be talked about. This is going to have an asterisk because everyone is going to feel like you did it with no Lamar, no Joe Burrow, and definitely no Pat Mahomes if you feel like anybody else wasn't there and available. But no matter what, he played who was in front of him. He got the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. So now it's time to start looking at the draft board. These prospects I got from Sports Gaming Roster on YouTube, of course. I normally use what he gives. He does a great job of updating the players, keeping them up to date. I know Dante Moore has said that he's staying in Oregon, but he's here in the draft class, so that's going to stay. But for the most part, everything is pretty accurate. And we know some quarterbacks is coming out. The top three is Fernando, Dante, and Ty Simpson. And those are the ones we're going to have to come home with at the end of the day. And, pretty much make sure that we get our franchise guy going forward. But quarterback is the number one priority to bring into this locker room. When we look at who is retiring, let's see if and let's hope Geno is retiring. Philip Dorsett is gone. Roberts, Raheem Mostert, Tyler Lockett, Adam Butler. All of these guys are gone. Geno Smith is not, but that's okay because he's still not going to be quarterbacking for us. So it really don't matter. So now it's time to get busy. So a few things we got to do is we got to go and start re-signing some players. Eric Stokes have some re-signing interest. One reason, a couple of reasons why I like him. We got 157 million in cap, by the way. But he's been one of the most consistent performers on the roster for sure. I mean, he's only 27 at this point, and he's not really asking for much. I think for what most cornerbacks are asking is almost close to 20 mil. For us, he wants 3 years, about right at close to 6, and it's only gonna cost us 16 million. He's a star dev, but I think it's somebody we definitely have to bring back. So we're gonna bring back Eric Stokes to help with the DB room. What about Jordan? Is Jordan becoming a free agent? He is. He doesn't want to come back. We need a center, but we would have to overpay him if we want him back. But we're going to go ahead and let him hit free agency. Let's go through. Put Kenny Pritchard. He's not coming back. Zamir White is definitely not coming back. Tight ends, we're set. We got Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers. We're set there. Left tackle, we're good. Dylan, he doesn't want to come back. He is our starting left guard, but if he wants to go somewhere else, we're going to go ahead and let him, and then we'll figure it out at the end of the day. Center, we're going to have to find another center as well. Jordan is, he want to hit free agency. He want to look somewhere else. We're going to let him do that. We're not going to worry about it. We got Max Crosby still. We got Brennan Jackson. So Snowden, we're going to let hit free agency. This is where we have to figure out what we're going to do because we're going to lose Malcolm Kuntz. Do we bring back Tyree Wilson, who's 26 years old? We're going to go ahead and exercise his 5th-year option. I mean, why not? Let's not even make this. Let's not spend too much time on it. Leki Fotu, he is 28 years old. That's somebody else that we can try to think about if we want to bring back. I don't see why not. He's cheap. He fits the scheme of what we're trying to do. He's the best DT on the roster right now. If we find something in free agency, that'll be great, but that's somebody else that we can bring back, at least for now. Mike linebacker, we're going to have to fill this position. We're going to have to find somebody for that. Jamal, we're going to let walk. Devin White had a great season. He's 28 years old. He's somebody I'm not willing to let walk, honestly. He's only costing us $7 million total, about 3.5, 3.7, total for per year. So that's somebody else we definitely gonna bring back. And he was one of the top linebackers in the AFC side. I would love to bring Kelly back, but he doesn't want to come back. Holmes, we're gonna let walk. Free agent side, Lunny, we're gonna let walk. And we still got Jeremy Chin. we definitely need our kicker back. All right, so those are some good re-signs. I like where we at. We're gonna go ahead and move into free agency. All right, so we definitely need an offensive line for sure. So let's go and see who's available. Isaac is available. That's if he want to come here, which he don't. So we might have to kind of watch that a little bit. We need a center. So we have two to choose from. We can go with Ryan or we can go with Connor. Ryan is a little bit cheaper, 29 years old. Kind of does the same thing. Connor got 4 offers already. But we can offer him too. What that looks like. So we'll offer Connor. If we don't get Connor, we'll go ahead and move over and offer Ryan. And then we need to fill that left guard spot. Austin, 30 years old, star dev, somebody that can come in and anchor this team immediately. We'll go ahead and bring him in. When you look at quarterback and what's out there, Daniel Jones and everybody is out there, but we're not going to go that route. We easily can. I think Daniel Jones had a really good season. I know he's still injured, but we're going to just go ahead and draft what we need. We definitely need a wide receiver. These guys are already getting offers. They don't want to come here. I mean, we can bring a veteran in. I may keep an eye on Kendrick Bourne just to see what offers he get, but for the most part, we're not gonna make any hasty decisions. I mean, we can, but we're not, and we're gonna go from there. Let's go take a look and see what edges are available. So on the right side, Muhammad would like to come, Joshua would like to come, Preston would like to come. These are older guys. We can bring them in just for depth, but we might have to just go with what we have. Free agency is pretty dry. Now we do need a DT. That's something we need to talk about. We do need a DT. DJ Reader is available. He's a veteran player that can come in, make an impact immediately while we try to figure out this position. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and offer him this 1-year contract. Now we need some cornerback help. Out there, it's not really much. James Pierre, Alontae Taylor. I like Alontae Taylor. Amik Robertson is available. Kendall Fuller, he's a little bit older. Jaquan McMillan is a 26-year-old player that's available. He's not a star dev though. Beanie Bishop Jr. So for me, I'm thinking about offering Alontae Taylor a contract and to help this DB room out. And then we'll just take a peek and see what's at safety. It's not anything we have to get right now. We do need safety help, but it's not any premier players that's just sticking out that we'll take. Quentin Lake is available. Cameron Curl is available if he wanted to come. They don't. So we're not going to spend that much time on them. We're going to go back to wide receiver. Romeo Dobbs is somebody that can possibly come in and help, but would we spend that much money on him? No, we probably wouldn't. Kendrick Bourne can come in and help. Jalen Coker. It's really dry out here in free agency when you think about it. I'm going to go after Romeo Dobbs. Try to pay him right at $35 million total. See if that's something that he wants. I don't know what he's being offered out there, but we offered him the top contract. That's what we're going to go ahead and do, and we're going to see if those moves were successful, what we brought in. All right, mock draft 3 is here. So how it's going to shape up look like Ruben Bain, Fernando Bailey, Dante Moore look like he's the one that is falling to us. Where did Ty Simpson go? Did he fall? He fell 11 to the Rams. So it looks like Dante Moore is one of the top. It shows that he's a 3 to 4 round talent. That's very risky. Fernando is a 2 to 3 round talent. What is Ty Simpson? Ty Simpson, 3 to 4th round talent. That is interesting. We're still in a space we're gonna have to take them anyway, one of them anyway, but it's just real interesting to see that their talent is not really what it's shaped up to be. All right, let's go take a look and see if we grabbed anybody. Geno Smith, man, if we didn't have an $18 million penalty, he will be released off the roster immediately. Aiden O'Connell can be released. We got Genty. We might think about bringing in a backup veteran or mentor for Genty. Romeo Dobbs didn't budge. I don't know if he signed with somebody yet. We're going to definitely check it, but he did not come and make it. We got Austin. That's good. Did not get a center to come in yet. So we're going to need to look at a center and a right tackle. Still got Crosby, got Wilson. We did not get our DT. We still need a Mike linebacker to come in. And we did not get our cornerback. All right, so we're going back into free agency to look at some things. DJ Reader decided to go to the Falcons. I'm not mad at him. That's what he decided. We still fighting for Romeo Dobbs. Seahawks have stepped up with a bid. We're still high up, so I still like that. So we're going to keep that there. Kendrick Bourne is now getting some offers, so we got to be careful with that. McGovern is gone, so like I said, the next stop was Ryan Newsill, so we're going to go that route, make sure that our offer is at the top. That's good. Right tackle, Taylor Morton went to the Eagles. Rob wants to come to us. We got the money, 1-year deal. Why not send it to him? We need everybody that we can to come block for this young talent. We're just going to kind of keep our eye out when it comes to edge. We don't have to budge too much, but Jacob Martin, DJ, Huff is gone. Like I said, we can bring him in, but what's the point? If we're gonna bring in somebody that age, I'd rather them to be a mentor like Preston Smith. We can bring in Joseph. He don't have nobody looking at him. Go back and look at the left side. We can bring Arnold in. Arnold is 6'3", 256. We can move him to the other side. He doesn't have any offers right now. Gross Matos kind of fit what we're trying to do, but I like Arnold because he is a star player. Charles is somebody that we can bring in at 29. You know what? I'm gonna just offer a 1 year. Let's do a 1-year rental. See if you'll take that. That's cool. Let's go back to DT. We need a DT, somebody to bring in. We really wanted DJ Reader. That didn't work. Jalen Redmond is a future star. Somebody, he's looking for a new home, 2-year. Let's bring him in. He fits what we're trying to do. Let's go and look at these linebackers. Zaire is gone. Barton is gone. Logan Wilson is very slept on. He's very slept on when it comes to linebacker. I think he can come in immediately and bolster our team. Wow. Steelers is really trying to pay him some money. I can go $7 million. All right, they put us up there. We went $7 million. So Alontae Taylor decided to go to Tennessee. He skipped out on us. So now we're gonna have to go to plan B and call up McMillan, bring him in, and let's see if we can find a young player. Elam, young player, is there. He do have an offer. I'm gonna go ahead and send him one. It may not be enough depending on who Saints is looking at him. I feel like we can battle the Saints. $7 million. I'm not even gonna look at that. Now, free safety. Brian Cook is available. Brian Cook, 26 years of age. He can come in. He doesn't really fit the scheme of what we're trying to do. Kobe Bryant, future star, 27 years old. So this is a place that he wants to come. Why not? We trying to build this team of some dogs that want to play for us. Quentin Lake, he want to play for us. If we sign him, we have Jeremy Chin as well. So would we bring him in and pay him 3 years when we got Jeremy Chin? I think it can help move Jeremy Chin in the box. Isaiah Simmons, I like him. I wish he was a star dev because he'll be a nice addition to bring in. But we can bring in CJ as well. CJ doesn't challenge too much. I can give him a 1 year. And let's see if these players translate. Let's see if this is enough to be able to say we have a pretty legit team. All right, so we know what we're looking for there. Romeo Dobbs went ahead and signed with us. We got him. So it's gonna be him, Tucker, Beck, Rice, and Thornton for now. In the wide receiver room, we got our center. We got our right tackle. We're good there. We went ahead. Yes, we got Arnold. So Arnold can play, help play multiple sides with Tyree Wilson. We didn't get our DT. That still didn't work, so we might have to find that. Wow. We knew it was going to be a battle for Wilson, so that's not a shock. So we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. We got McMillan, brought him into the DB room. Kobe Bryant went ahead and came, and we didn't get our safety. So we're going to go and make one last round and fill a couple of pieces. We're going to look at halfback. We don't want to bring in anybody that's going to really challenge Genty, but just somebody that's a legit backup. Somebody like Aaron Jones. I like that. He's a vet, won't require too much, can come in and really help play that third down role. He really want to come here. Veteran presence, superstar, bring him in. We got Romeo Dobbs. DT, come back and take a look here. So we didn't get DJ Reader. We didn't get Jalen Redmond. We can get David to bring him in. Any of these guys a mentor? They're not. So now we just looking almost at the best available player who is there for us. Bring in a 1 year guy. Go back to linebacker. And these guys got snatched up. I mean, there's really nobody out there. Deion Jones, Hudson, Damon Davis. Half of these guys don't even fit the scheme, y'all. We might just be stuck with going into the draft with what we have, or trying to get one of these guys and move them over possibly into that Mike linebacker position. But what's there right now? McFadden, yeah. Let's go take a look at Sam Graham. Yeah. We'll cook there. All right, so we don't have what we need. We're going to go back to safety. Quentin Lake. No one offered him. So this is rare. We can offer him a 1 year, bring him in anyway, and have one of these safeties help play sub linebacker, and that's what we'll do. All right, so we'll probably be a very light team. So biggest thing we need to do, we might be stuck, y'all. All right, so when you look at the quarterbacks, Mendoza, Moore, Simpson gonna be gone. All these other quarterbacks that we're looking at, they're not worth nothing. So we're gonna have to use our first round pick and draft the quarterback, which means we're gonna miss out on Reese, because I was thinking about bringing Reese in, but that's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to take a look at some of these other guys and see if they have the talent maybe in another round, because we really need a middle linebacker. So he fits our scheme from Oregon. I can take a look at him. If not, Anthony Hill Jr., maybe even a Josiah Trotter. We also need a DT too, y'all, and a lineman. We can look at Akeem. We also need receivers too. Man, this is tough. Did we scout any receivers? No. So any of these receivers that's a possibility that could drop, especially in the second round. Denzel Boston, I don't know if he would drop that far. Got Singleton, Kevin Coleman Jr. Let's look at Kevin Coleman Jr. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna go ahead and head into the draft, and hopefully we can hit on some of these players. My goal is we're gonna do at least 4 rounds, and then the rest we're gonna let computer or Klint Kubiak take care of the rest. All right, here we are. First pick. We're gonna have to go quarterback for sure, and we're gonna take the best one on the board so far. Well, now, I don't know. Before I say that, let's take a look. Dante Moore right now, beautiful spiral on passes, got some good stuff there. He runs a 4.5, A awareness, B break stack, B throw on a run, A medium accuracy, B short accuracy, can work on the deep ball. Got B play action, so he's pretty good. Let's take a look at Ty Simpson. So Ty, it's a little bit slower, but he got A awareness, A break stack, A medium accuracy, A short accuracy, B play action. To me, he's a better quarterback. He's a better quarterback with what he can do. So, and the difference also, the reason why we'll probably go Ty Simpson from Alabama, he fits our scheme. Dante Moore don't. So he is going to lead our franchise. I know it says he's a 3rd or 4th round talent, but we're going to have to roll with that. We needed a quarterback bad. Good pick for us. So now I see receivers coming off the board, which means there could be some receivers available. But we needed a linebacker. Forget receiver, we needed a linebacker. And it shows here Anthony Hills Jr. is a 1st round linebacker. This guy runs a 4. Y'all, elite in every category, 1st in every category outside of broad jump. And look at this guy. How did we end up with Anthony Hill Jr.? He should have been the first. A+. He's gonna single-handedly turn his defense around. I don't even know how he just was able to come off and get somebody like that. So if we can do this again and get a wide receiver, we in the money, y'all. Let's take a look out there. Coleman Jr. is a 3rd or 4th round talent. He's a 3rd or 4th round talent. Let's take a look at him. He runs a 4.3, B awareness, B ball carrying. He can't break, he can't catch in traffic. He got an A injury, CCB. Not too bad. Another person I want to look at is Eric Singleton Jr. He's on my radar. He runs a 4.3 flat. B release. He got some intangibles. So I'm willing to go that route. I'm gonna just go with my first mind, and I'm gonna get Eric Singleton Jr. We need a wide receiver of the future. B-. Good draft. Good draft so far. We are on fire. We got one more pick that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna let CPU take over. So this one, I will want to go possibly guard if I can. Oh, now Akeem is still there. Now Akeem is somebody that I was gonna be looking at and I was gonna scout. You know, I paused on him and he's there. I don't know why he's still there. B. We'll take a hit on him. C-. Okay. And we'll go ahead and let CPU take care of the rest. And I think we have enough to have a formidable team to do some damage very quickly. All right, let's look at the draft recap here. So Simpson is a 72, but that can develop if we can get him going. Anthony Hill Jr. is a 78 stud. Eric Singleton 74. Not mad at that. Couple of 79s, got another edge, got another tight end. Aaron Anderson, deep threat, another speedster, 71. So we got some guys. I think at the end of the day, we have a legit team. So when you look at our roster across the board, Ty Simpson, our guy going forward. Genty, we did end up getting Aaron Jones and bringing him in. Tucker, Dobbs, Singleton Jr. will be a starter immediately, like that. Brock Bowers, Miller, Kubiak, Ryan is there. Powers. I like the team. I think we're pretty solid across the board with what we have. Defense is not too bad. I love that we got our Mike linebacker. I was a little worried. Devin White had an amazing season, so I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think these guys can develop. We're still looking free agent and see what's there. I like my safety room. I think it's good as well. I think we'll be perfectly fine going into the season. All right. So I know that was a lot, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I get it, because we spent about almost 40 minutes in the off season, but I think it was very important to start off building a foundation of what this team is going to look like, and then going forward and going from there. But now that we got the foundation, I like where we're headed with everything. We're just kind of checking free agency, seeing what's out there when it comes to just adding depth to this team. I see Rondale Moore, Hassan Reddick is available, Jacob Martin, some of these guys. Witherspoon is still available if we want to add more to that cornerback room. So it's free agents out there if we really need them, but I think we're solid where we at. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what that team is going to look like starting next to each other. Offensive line is average, but I think it can do some damage. We got Brock Bowers, Tucker, Dobbs, Singleton, Genty. Simpson is the guy. Hopefully he can come in and lead this team. Defense, I think before the season over with, you're going to see a lot of these guys flourish. And when you got Max Crosby on the field, you always have a chance to win. DT, I want to get a little bit better in. I am going to go back to the free agency and double check that and see if I can grab a guy that can definitely come to the team right now and just help fill us out. We got Maurice Hurst available. I would rather have a mentor, honestly. I know I keep saying that. Logan Hall is 26. Somebody else that can possibly come in and help develop with that team. He fits our scheme. Why not? Let's bring him in. It's opportunities over here. All right. So let's go ahead and get through the preseason. All right, we went 2-1 in the preseason. That is good. So we got some players we have to cut. Cam, you are out of here. Right guard, you are out of here. DT, out of here. DJ Turner, I'm gonna miss that speed. Will you get on? Well, let's skip past it just in case. Jordan, no, let's move you to the practice squad. Thornton, you're still there by a thread. Get you out of there. Tight end, get you out of there. All right, DJ, you ain't gonna make it. Get you out of there. I think we had multiple kickers. Get one of those up out of there. All right, need one more cut. Go to halfback, and we'll go ahead and cut. Or we'll move you to the practice squad. Nah, we'll cut you. We'll go ahead and cut you. All right, so that's where we at. We went 2-1. I like that part. So let's go ahead and go in the season. We're going to try to get to the mid-season and see how things are going, and then we'll go from there. We're going to breeze through free agency one more time just to see who was cut. Nick Chubb is out there. Sheldon Rankin is out there. Somebody else we can bring in immediately if we feel like we need help on that defensive side. And the rest, Bobby Brown is out there. There's some young DTs where we don't really have a shot to come in and really help this team if we want them to. But we're gonna chill. We're gonna chill from now. I like what we have. I think we can do some damage. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and head to the middle of the season. All right. So far, middle of the season, we are 3-4. Being 3-4, when we take a look at where we at in the division, we at the bottom, but we're not far off. I mean, Kansas City 5-2, but we still got some fight in us. When you look up at the AFC North, they 2-4, 2-5, 2-5. We still got some fight in us, so that's important. We're gonna go and take a look at some of these stats and see where we stand, see what Ty Simpson is doing. 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He is not turning the ball over. 58% completion rate. I want to see that get a little bit better. Genty already has over 800 yards rushing. Once we gave him a line, this man is averaging over 120 something yards rushing for these games. He is an absolute beast. Romeo Dobbs bringing him in. He got 4 touchdowns. Beck got 3. Bowers got 1. I want to see more of the rookie, but my trio Beck must be playing a little bit of slot there. When it comes to defense, this is very important for me with the guys I brought in. McMillan 50, Anthony Hill Jr. as a rookie leading the team. He has 50. Lake has 43. He's in the game making an impact. All my safeties are playing. That's a good thing. Max Crosby doing what he does. He already has 10 sacks in the middle of the season. So he's definitely dominating there. And deflections, Quentin Lake got 6. Jeremy Chin has 5. So I don't think it's really an issue with my defense. I mean, I would want to see them get better, but they number 1 in rush. Stopping the rush. It's the pass where they struggle. But offensive wise, we're number 1, of course, number 1 in the league in rushing. So I think we got to stay the course. Let's just take a quick eye, a look at who we're going to possibly losing. Jeremy Chin, Arnold, Quentin Lake, we can possibly sign back. He's looking to re-sign. Tucker, we know Jones will be gone. Some of these is important because we need to know where we're going to have holes at and what we're going to possibly have to replace. Most of these guys we did bring in on a 1-year deal, so we knew that they was going to be gone. But just to be sure, let's go ahead and head to the playoffs. All right, we went 5-12. Not ideal what we wanted to do. We got better in a couple of games. We got 5 games, but we know this was gonna have to be a rebuild process. So I'm not really mad and tripping about it. We're just gonna have to get better. But let's go ahead and take a look and see how we fared. I think Ty Simpson, he's gonna be a star. 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. I think he had a pretty decent rookie season. Ashton Genty showed you who he is. Over 1,500 yards on the season, 14 touchdowns. He slowed down a little bit in his average for the year, but for the most part, unstoppable. Romeo Dobbs came in, did what he needed to do. 6 touchdowns, got Bowers. We are gonna look at this is the wide receiver class that's coming out. So we can possibly get some good prospects coming out. Good to see Anthony Hill Jr. with what he did with his rookie year. 120 tackles. Jeremy Chin right behind him. We're going to miss him if we can't sign him back. Really dope season that he had. Max Crosby doing Max Crosby things. 16 tackles for a loss. 16 sacks. 7-year. We got to maximize him while we have him. We can't waste his years. So we're going to have to figure some of those things out as well. Outside of that, 3rd mock drafting came out. Julian Sand is up at the top. We got number 2 pick so far. Colin Simmons is showing that it's coming to us. It's just not happening. We're not looking at a Colin Simmons. We're probably looking more at a Jeremiah Smith to bring him in. Like, let's be realistic about things. I see Archie Manning and all these guys coming out. Ryan Williams is there. But if we keep that 2nd pick, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at getting a premier wide receiver to bring into this locker room. Playoffs, Josh Allen right back at where he left off. Number 1 seed. This is where it counts for him. Joe Burrow is in the playoffs. Pat Mahomes is in the playoffs. Broncos want they get back. Jaguars is back, and Justin Herbert. This is the AFC that we know. We just missing Lamar Jackson. NFC side, Eagles is back at number 1. You got Green Bay and Tampa Bay, Falcons and the Cowboys, San Francisco and the Bears. All right, first one, Cincinnati took care of business, knocked the Colts out. Pat Mahomes took care of Broncos. That was a tough first round matchup, but he got through. and Trevor Lawrence beat the Chargers. Now this is what we want to see. This is where it counts Josh Allen. Can you get past Pat Mahomes and those Chiefs? And Joe Burrow got the Jaguars. Green Bay beat the Bucks. Falcons beat the Cowboys. San Francisco beat the Bears. So now we got the Eagles and the 49ers. We know how those matchups get. And Green Bay versus the Falcons. All right. And Josh Allen couldn't do it. I told you it's very different when Pat Mahomes missed my homeboy back in the playoffs. And Joe Burrow couldn't get back past Jaguars. But it's Trevor Lawrence time. We gave him a lot of slack. And he's now finally in the AFC Championship versus Pat Mahomes. NFC side, Eagles beat the San Francisco 49ers, and Falcons are now in the NFC Championship. Eagles looking to get back. Are we getting ready to see the Eagles versus the Chiefs for the Super Bowl once again? All right. And Jaguars did it. Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence have led the Jacksonville Jaguars past Pat Mahomes to go to the Super Bowl. Their first one, I believe, where they can possibly win it. And Eagles is back trying to get their title of the Super Bowl once again. So that is done. We're going to look at some of the things here. Do we have any players up? Genty, of course. Genty, of course, is Pro Bowling. Don't expect to see any receivers. No Brock Bowers is there. Scrolling down a little bit more. Nobody on the line. Good to see Max Crosby still there doing the things that he do. Okay. And that is that Jeremy Chin. That's why I said, man, Jeremy Chin is Pro Bowling. I would love to be able to get him back if we can. All right. And we're going to look at the yearly awards. Joe Burrow, MVP, Coach of the Year. Nick Sirianni is back up there. Matt LaFleur had the Packers up there. It's interesting not to see the Jaguars up there, but yeah. AFC wise, Offensive Player of the Year, Genty was close. Max Crosby, Defensive Player of the Year. Good to see him back up there, come strong after his surgery. Ty Simpson was close to Offensive Rookie of the Year. Anthony Hill Jr. is there, showcasing himself. Ty Simpson, I think he had a very, very good showing. We're gonna get better at receiver. When we done receiver, we're gonna start seeing some receivers up there for us. So don't worry about that. Linebacker wise, nothing there. DBs, not even a Jeremy Chin. It's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready for the off season. So our goal, we're gonna have to look at some offensive linemen for sure. We're gonna need a receiver. We definitely drafting a receiver. We're going from there. Hopefully Geno Smith retire, gets up out of here, get out of our locker room. I think we only had him for a 2-year deal anyway. Eagles won Super Bowl. Eagles is back, Super Bowl. Once again, congrats to them, to the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, mock draft 4 is out. And we got the number 1 pick, y'all. We got the number 1 pick in the league. We have the pick of the litter. Anything that we want to do, we can grab and go out. It's a possibility we trade back in this pick if we feel like it's some guys out there that we can grab. We can do whatever we want with this pick, which is a great thing to have. Let's look at the Raiders. Geno Smith is out of there. That's what I wanted. Rob is out. David is out. We have some heavy hitters that's out, so that's going to be important just to keep our eye on as well. Let's go ahead and go to that re-signing period. And once again, 160 million. We got some money, y'all. We got some money to spend. Brock Bowers, we're going to accept your option. That's a no-brainer. Jeremy Chin, I definitely want to bring you back. I'm willing to pay you a player friendly 5-year no deal. I lied. This is what I'm willing to go to right here. We got Jeremy Chin back, y'all. Great pickup for us. Quentin Lake, we can bring back. Maybe we don't want to pay 2 safeties that much. We can bring somebody else in. Trey Tucker, it's been real. We're not bringing you back. Davenport, it's been real. All these players been real. I like Michael Mayer to keep him. I think he's a solid backup for what we want to do. so we're going to keep him on the team. Austin is going to be 31. I think we're going to let him hit free agency first. We need to see what's out there before we start committing to a lot of these players. Carson is 32. Okay, that's it. That's it. We're going into free agency, y'all. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the team, where we at. Ty Simpson, 84. Love to see it. Ashton Genty, 96. Dobbs at 81. Singleton now is a 79. We got some growth there. We're going to have to get better. Charles Grant then got better. Colston Miller, we're going to have to end up replacing eventually. So we got to be on the lookout for that. You know, we got Max Crosby. I would love to see Tyree Wilson get better. He's still a 76. We're going to have to do something about that. We understand where we at with DT. We're going to have to figure out linebacker. Devin White is declining. So we're going to have to figure that situation out. We got Jeremy Chin back. We still got Kobe Bryant. We need a kicker. All right. Let's go in free agency and see what's out there. Whew. And we got the money to spend, y'all. We got the money to spend. I'm not going to get too excited. No, now you didn't want to come to our team last year. Don't think about it now. We're drafting a wide receiver. We're good, buddy boy. Tyreek Hill, we're not going after him. I know we said we was going to see what else is out there. It's nothing out there. Go back and get Austin. Bring him back into the fold. No brainer. Still got our center. Yes, we do. Right guard. Yep, we still got our right guard. We can get any of these guys and bring them in. It'll immediately make us better. So why not? It's a 1-year deal. I'm cool with bringing them in. These edges, we can bring Lucas in, future starter. He'll definitely be behind Max Crosby. He wouldn't be getting in the game. That's why it's not something that we have to look at now. But we are going to talk about Quentin Williams and see if we can bring him in. He fits what we're trying to do. Unlike other teams, we got the money to pay him for these 2 years. Now Bears is going all out. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. This is about how high I can go for a player like that. And we're up there. Everything else, the next we're gonna have to go after Grover, but I really want Quentin Williams to be able to come into the fold in this locker room. So now we're gonna also have to look at a will linebacker and get better here. Our guys declining. It's some guys here, but it's nobody that we will really break the bank for right now. Marlon Humphreys is available. He doesn't want to come here. He's 31 years old. We might have to look more in the draft for that as well. Quan Martin is available if we wanted to bring in another safety. You know, I like to run multiple safeties on this team. So being able to bring in Quan Martin can definitely help us out a lot. Lake is definitely wanting to come back, but I'm okay with bringing in somebody like Sidney Brown. Any good Sams? No good Sams out there. And there's really no good edge rushers either. At least for what we're looking for, we can bring in Anthony Jennings. He doesn't really fit our scheme. Left side, like I said, we can come back and try to bring in one of these guys. Lucas wants to come. That can be a no-brainer for us and bring him in. And we'll go from there. We ain't gonna spend too much time in the off season because we kind of already got our foundation. So now we just bringing in filler pieces for us to know what we really want. All right, and the final mock draft is out. Colin Simmons. Now we are looking for a right edge. I'm not discounting that, but Jeremiah Smith is gonna be our first pick. He's gonna be our first pick. Now, if we decided to trade down, it's because we feel like we can get Ryan Williams. And if we can get multiple first rounds, if we can get Ryan Williams and we feel like we can get something else, we'll definitely trade down for that, because Ryan Williams is what, pick 15? Pick 15. So it's something we'll take a look into when we cross that bridge. So let's go check out free agents. See if we got the guys that we wanted. We are going to need a backup. I always prefer a backup with mental ability. So we'll bring in Brissett. As if we you don't really have to go out there and go after a linebacker. Honestly, it's guys out there. Now, if we wanted to bring in some help here, we can. But we got Caleb Rogers as well. So we don't got to do too much there. We got Van Ness. We didn't get Quentin Williams. Cool. We can go after Grover Stewart now. Not going too far up. I'm not about to fight the Saints all day for this man. We're not about to do that. We're going to offer Dorian a contract. Hopefully he want to come. If he don't, that's fine. We'll figure it out. And we still looking at Sidney Brown. And we need a kicker. I want to go younger so we can go Fitzgerald. And then that's it. We heading to the draft, y'all. All right, so these private workouts is going to be very important. We don't have to look at Jeremiah Smith. We know what we're getting out of that. We know what we want. Let's come. We need to look at Will. We'll put one on Jalen Sneed. We need to come across a possible cornerback. Let's look at Jermaine. And I like the fact that these guards are already scouted for us. So that helps out a lot. So let's go to DT. Let's look at Green from Clemson. So it's real random, but we just trying to see if we can possibly find somebody out the blue. And we're going to go ahead and go into the draft. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shop my first round pick. I'm going to shop it and see if we get a hit on anything. So we can get pick 20. I want 2 picks in the first round. We can get pick 20. That's not going to help us. We can get pick 4 and then some. Nope, they're not going to help me. We can get pick 3 and but we'll lose out on Jeremiah Smith. Get pick 6, pick 8, pick 14. This one will get pick 2, pick 5. Nope, we just gonna do what we do. Let's not even play with it. Let's get Jeremiah Smith to the team. Best player in the draft, I'm pretty sure A+. Is he an A+? An A. All right, that's cool. Still take that. Advance to the next user pick. So I'm happy we got our receiver. We got a very young squad when you think about it when it comes to on the offensive side. So now what we want to think about, we can go and grab a center if we want to. I know we looked at some of those wheels, but they snatched them up in the first round. They wasn't playing. Sneed is a day 3. We can take a look at Lewis. He runs a 4.5, elite in some areas. B play recognition, A zone, B pursuit, about A to C. He could be worth taking a chance on, to be honest. He could be worth taking a chance on. Picks, we'll see if we can get him in that 3rd round possibly. You know, there's some guards there, centers. Yep, I'm gonna just go for it. I need field positions. I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully it's a great pick. Elisa B, C-. It was a reach. So now we're gonna go offensive lineman and see if at least one of these guys is still available. Because we definitely need to bolster that line and get a little bit better, especially on the inside. So I think it's gonna come down to the best player that's available at this point, which is the center. But a DT is there too. We definitely need a DT. We're gonna take a look at both of these guys. Okay, B, F stamina, A tackle, A play recognition. That's pretty good. Now when it comes to the center, a lot of good intangibles. B awareness, B pass block, A impact, B run block, AA. Just take them. You just take them. B-. Yeah. You don't overthink it. We need to be better on the line. He could probably move around and do a lot of good things on the line. So I'm not even gonna overthink it. Last pick, we're gonna let CPU take over after this. If there's anybody left out there that we scouted that's still available, we just gonna take them. We're gonna have to trust the scouting team. Center is out there. I lied. I don't want to trust this guy. I mean, we can move. Honestly, we can move him around on the line. Yes, it's another center, but we can move him around on the line. He's an underrated talent, so that kind of finishes out what we're trying to do, at least in the draft, and then we'll let CPU finish out, and then we'll check and see what we have, and we'll get ready for the next season. All right, draft recap. We know Jeremiah probably is a 78, 81. Kilp is a 69. Apunny is a 73. Ashton is a 71. We got a new running back and Cam Edwards backup. So we got some guys. So overall, let's take a last look at our team. Starting with Ty Simpson. He is a superstar now. He is ready and willing to do what he needs to do to get this team to the next level. All right. Genty, 96. Romeo Dobbs. We got Jeremiah Smith. We got Singleton. I like our receiving room. I like our youngsters, period. We got Colbert. We got Ryan, but we got some other people on the line that is gonna be able to develop. We brought in Lucas Van Ness to kind of help this team out. He could play across the line as well. We got Stewart here to help those DTs out. We got Anthony Hill Jr. still. We're gonna have to grow with these will linebackers, but I think we can. Even with our cornerbacks, they could be maxed out with where they are, or at least some of these guys, but they're gonna have to hold it down. And then we got Jeremy Chin and everybody that we brought back. I think this is a good team. The fans are 24%. We had a 43% overall, but I think we can do some damage with this team. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this show on the road, head to preseason, and see if we can go ahead and get into these playoffs and make something happen. Offense looked great. Defense need a little bit more work, but I think we have enough to make a push for the playoffs at this point. Let's go and take a look at where the team sits. We're gonna adjust the lineup. And there we have it. Still got Miller, brought Colbert back, got Ryan Powers. We picked up Howard. Pretty decent offensive line. Still got Brock Bowers, Jeremiah Smith. And I think he's probably going to have a very good preseason. We're going to see that increase. Still got Romeo Dobbs. I mean, receiving room is not bad. We got Genty. We know what season he had. I think we about to see Ty Simpson take another elite. We about to see him get into probably elite status. I'm confident about that with the weapons and everything that he have. Defense, it could be some question marks. We brought in Van Ness to take Wilson's spot. We may look for a trade suitor for Wilson. We might do that now. There's really no point of holding on to him if Van Ness is there. I mean, if we do, it's only because we got added depth on the team, but that'll be the only reason why. Did a good job of getting Chin back. He had a very good season, and hopefully we can get something out of these cornerbacks. That's going to be a big thing. But let's just double check and see if it's a market out there for Tyree Wilson. It's not. It's all good. Let's get through this preseason. All right, we went 1-2 in the preseason. Really nothing to panic about. It's just how everything falls. Now we gotta move around 10 different players. Let's go through these positions. Quarterback. We only really need 2 on the roster. 61. Cam Miller just won't play. We'll go in free agency before anything. When it comes to halfbacks, Cam Edwards, somebody we drafted. Genty. Stewart, no. We wouldn't even rotate that many backs unless there was an injury. Wide receiver. I like the wide receiver room. We got Jeremiah Smith, who's going to be a beast. Romeo Dobbs, Eric Singleton, Beck. We got to figure out what's going with Thornton Jr. is a star dev player. We got to find a way to get him on the field. We got some nice pieces here. Brendan Rice. Is he the odd person out? I will go ahead and cut him and give him another opportunity somewhere just because we're just so young in a position. We're going to go over to tight end. 3 tight ends. I'm good with that. Got quite a few left tackles. Some is not going to make it, like Amari. Amari's not going to make it. And Markel Bell, age 23, we can move him to the practice squad, get him out of there, and we'll move to the practice squad. And there we go. So we're going to head into the season. We are going to check free agency like we always do and see what's there. See if there's anybody that we can pick up that just didn't find a home. Is going to be pretty important. So let's go take a look at that. The fact that Kamani is there is very interesting. Even though we do have a nice piece at running back that we drafted, we can develop on. But I am intrigued by it. Got some other halfbacks here, Miller. So if we need to dig into free agency, we know is there. Jacob Martin is still there. If we need to go edge, but there's nothing that really stands out for us to go grab right now. Miles Murphy is nice. Now, Miles Murphy, I wouldn't mind bringing in just because he's available. Let's do that. He's 25 years old. Why not? Let's bring him in. All right, before we start the season, we're going to take one last look at the team, see if anybody kind of upgraded, got some points, had a good training camp. All right. This is what our starting lineup is going to look like. I'm good with it. I like what we have. I think offense is going to shine. Defense, there is some question marks, but I still think we can come through with what we have. I do think we got a little bit better than last year. So let's go ahead and check it out and see. All right, mid-season, we are 3-3 right now. We're struggling in quite a few areas. Fans are getting upset. But we're not far from the division. Chargers only 4-3. We're 3-3. Everybody is close. We still have a good shot at winning things. We're not far from other teams with what they got going on. We're number 7. A win or two will be able to change that. So we're not far off. We're not far-fetched, and I like that. Let's go take a look at the stats and see where we at within the season. So I saw Ty Simpson. He's one of the lowest ranked with passing. He has 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's not turning the ball over. We just have to get him more frequency of passing the ball. I mean, he's averaging about 200 passing yards a game. Genty has been out. We did talk about, just in case Genty is out. Now, we do have Cam Edwards there. He's averaging 3 yards a carry, but it's not what Genty does, especially with being out. So we might dig in free. We might have to go get one of those running backs that we thought about before just to kind of help out. And Jeremiah Smith, 22 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Trying to do his thing right now. Trying to get him acclimated to the team. Romeo Dobbs, everybody, but it's just because we're not passing the ball like we with high frequency, especially with these receivers. We got to get better with that. Devin White is leading the team in tackles so far with tackles for a loss. And Van Ness got 3.5 sacks. It was good to bring him in. So we got to do something here. So what do? First, we go check out and see if any of these players were signed out of free agency. So we go ahead and bring in Vidal and see if that helps our backfield out big time. Hopefully it does. We'll go ahead and cut Ethan here. And then let's go take a look at the team and see if it's anybody that we will actually trade away right now, given our state. Well, first it's going to be important who's up for a contract and who are we possibly going to pay and we're not going to pay. So Jackson Powers is up. He's 24. I wouldn't even waste no time with this. Let's give him a contract now. We know we're going to sign him back. We're going to lose Elam, 26. Kobe, we could possibly sign back. Tyree Wilson, we're going to try to shop him again and see if we can get something for him. And then we're going to exercise the option on Genty. So let's go and see if we can get something for these players. That's for sure. We know we're probably not going to sign back, but we want to try to sign to some type of contract. Romeo Dobbs, we're going to keep. We're not going to do too much in that realm. Hobart we need. Now Ryan, we can possibly shop away because we do have some centers that we brought in, so we can check this and see if we can get some draft capital. Don't nobody want them. Sign Powers back. We need Howard. We got Miles Murphy, all these guys here. So we're gonna try to see if we can sell Wilson again, if anybody want them, if it's a market, and it is just for a tight end, but that's it. Yeah, it's not enough for us to go without him for the rest of the season, so we're gonna pass up on that. We have Kip Lewis. He is now 72. He's not too far behind White. White has been a saving grace for us so far, but we're gonna see if we can offer anything and get him out of here. Nope, nobody wants him. That's fine. We got McMillan that's gonna be gone. Elam is gonna be gone. See if we can get some type of compensation from him. We can. Walker, Isaiah, and Eric McAllister. Not too much there. I mean, we can get some 7th-round picks, but it's not going to be nothing that really help us. So we're just going to stand put with what we have and finish out the season, and hopefully with the team that we have, some things kind of shaking a line for us. So let's go ahead and head to the playoffs. And we went 11-6, y'all. What a way to bounce back and do what we needed to do. Very proud of the team to capitalize on that record. A lot of it is probably with Genty coming back. We was 10th in rushing. Defense stepped up. We still got to get better in the passing round, but let's go and take a look at the stats of the team. Ty threw for 3,500 yards. I just want to see if he kind of stepped up a little bit more than what he did the previous year, and he did. I mean, his touchdowns went down, interceptions went up. He passed for a little bit more, but he was right around the same, and led us where we need to go. Genty, he only played 10 games. He was out a lot, so he hit 1,000 yards, but when he did get in there, he came back. He got 11 touchdowns. Cam Edwards came in, did his thing. We picked up Vidal, but I guess we didn't have to use him as much. We used a lot of other guys, which I'm also surprised about. Receiving, Romeo Dobbs hit 1,000 yards. Jeremiah Smith had 7 touchdowns for his rookie season. That was a very good season. Bex continues to be a formidable of catching the ball and being a target for us. But we're gonna have to figure it out because we need Eric Singleton Jr. on the field. I mean, he's a younger guy, like what Beck is doing, but we're gonna have to figure that situation out. Colton gave up 12 sacks. I don't like that. That has to get better, but Howard Johnson, this is why we signed him back, only gave up 3 sacks. And Anthony Hill Jr. went nuclear on the tackles, 120 tackles total. Jeremy Chin did his thing. Grover Stewart, 16 tackles for a loss. That's a big, bringing him in at DT. We should find a DT in the draft this year. Max Crosby, 14.5 sacks, did his thing. Got some turnovers. I see you, McMillan. 10 deflections for Eric Stokes. So great job for our team. Anthony Hill Jr. forced 4 fumbles. So we are in the playoffs. So let's go and take a look at that. Buffalo, number 1, back at it. Colts and Chiefs is back here. We're going to go ahead and play the Chargers. We got the 3rd seed, y'all, which means we won our division. Baltimore got to play the Patriots. Eagles back in the number 1 seed, trying to get back and win that Super Bowl to show that they're a dynasty. Rams is here. Falcons, Panthers, Commanders, Vikings, and Giants. I'm so excited. We are in the playoffs. We're going to go and take a look and see what our lineup is and make sure we don't have any injuries. And then we're going to go and play the moments in this game. So we looking good. Jeremiah is a superstar player, 87 overall from the season that he was able to put together. I don't know why he got that honorary lineman, but we're going to switch some things up for him. All right, let's go there. All right, so we got Jeremiah Smith, Genty, X Factor, Simpson. Simpson probably got more abilities now. He does. And we're going to give him tight out. Brock Bowers. Everything is looking good. Our center has developed big time too. That's another big win with these guys developing. Anthony Hill Jr. is a 90 overall. I see Wilson got his starting job back. He fought for that, but that's also because Van Ness is hurt. I see you, Chin. Bryant Stokes is an 82 now, going up, and Stewart had a hell of a season. All right, let's get out there to it, and let's see if we can make some playoff runs, y'all.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Tonight, the third of 3 on this wild card.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. And let's see if we can make some things shake.
Ready? Let's go. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one,
Yep, we threw an interception immediately.
By Tarheeb Still.
Yeah, that's just a tough break here in the early going of this.
All right, that wasn't a good way to start off. That's my bad, y'all. But we're going to bounce back from it. Defense got us the ball back.
17-yard line now.
Let's show what Genty can come out here and do.
On the ground, here comes Ashton Genty.
There we go.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Holden on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Keep it on the ground with Genty.
I like how Genty stand up in the backfield like he Michael Myers.
Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd
Let's see if a
down.
play action work over here to Genty. Possibly bet.
Now,
Come on,
faking
come on.
the give. And that is
It took him way too long to get off that line. We going for it. What y'all think this is? We in the playoffs. Jeremiah Smith, I'm possibly looking at you.
This was a 3rd and very reasonable.
Y'all come up. Y'all taking way too long to get off this line. The Chargers then went down there and scored. Maybe we should have kicked that field goal.
It's 3rd and 4. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And
There wasn't no first down. There wasn't no first down.
First down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. The Chargers out to the early lead.
All right, we're going into the second quarter. Let's see if we can get back on track with some things.
It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Pick. Did y'all see that? Am I tripping?
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short.
Are you telling me Herbert is just that accurate? That was an interception.
That's another Chargers.
Watch the sneak.
1st down.
Hampton.
Get him. Thank you.
He's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right, we down to put some points on the board. Can we get it done? Right there. Good job, Jeremiah.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Genty. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Watch dog.
They'll look to throw.
Right there.
This one caught at the 4. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Got him.
Coming, he'll throw it.
Got him.
And
Good job,
he's
fellas.
in.
Just like that, we're down again. Now we got to try to see if we can put some points on the board.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's
There you go.
Dobbs open left
There you go,
side.
Romeo. Get out of
And
bounds.
He's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty.
Get out of bounds
He'll be out
again.
of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. 2nd down and 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted.
Hell of a play.
Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And his offense is going to be all set
All right,
up.
that's another interception. We went down there and thrown. We getting our boots cooked right now in this
Here's
playoff
Ryan
game.
Fitzgerald to try the field goal.
For the field goal. A
The
45-yard
kick
attempt.
is perfect, right down the middle.
All right, we're going to have to work some magic. If we're going to come back in this game, we're going to have to work some magic out of nowhere.
Snap as they'll
Right
throw
there.
it on 3rd down.
What kind of pass was that,
And
Simpson?
that is incomplete. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop
Right
to
there.
throw.
Come on, Beck.
Where it's incomplete.
Oh,
What a job in
I thought they gave it to us.
hustling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
the pass was nice.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. So after
Guess
back-to-back
we just not gonna get up in this
incompletions, it
end
is now
zone, huh?
3rd.
We got Brock Bowers over here. We got Brock Bowers to get it in the end
To
zone.
the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
But I'm afraid we might be too far of a deficit to try to bring this back. We are going 4th and 1.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the 1st down.
All right, Genty is down. But do we have the ability to put this ball in the end zone?
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
We can't hold you.
To the air one more time. He's hit.
I know you lying, man.
3. And it will be
You got one job to hold on to the ball, and just like that, that's game over. We had a lot of mishaps this game. It's good to see us back in the playoffs, but
1st and 10.
this is it.
That ball flutters
This is
to the
it.
ground. It's incomplete.
Let's hang it up.
Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Going up top. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And they're going to move the ball all the way
We ain't
up
leaving
to
out
the
of here without some
45-yard
type of
line.
fight.
And a Raider first
They'll
down.
look to throw yet again. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And
All right.
that will do
Wasn't
it.
a good showing,
This one
but
comes to an end.
positive sign. We made it to the playoffs. Those things look good, but we got to build a team that can go and pretty much compete deeper into the playoffs for sure. So Klint Kubiak contract was extended, so we getting another shot to be able to go through the season and figure this thing out. All right, looking at the playoff bracket, we know he lost to the Chargers. Pat Mahomes, Kansas City did their thing. Patriots beat the Ravens, and now we got the Bills versus Kansas City once again. That's showdown. And we got the Patriots versus the Chargers. NFC side, Rams beat the Falcons, Commanders beat the Panthers, and Giants beat the Vikings. So now we got the Rams versus the Giants and Commanders versus the Eagles. We got 3 NFC East teams in the divisional round of the playoffs. Fans, you see we at 22%. We gotta fix that fast. They are not happy with us. Pat Mahomes end up beating Josh Allen, and Patriots end up beating the Chargers. So now we got a Patriots and Kansas City AFC matchup. Commanders beat the Eagles, Giants beat the Rams. So we got the Giants versus the Commanders on the way to the Super Bowl. And here we go. Giants blew the Commanders out. Same way with Kansas City. So we got a Pat Mahomes versus a possible Jackson Dart Super Bowl. Let's just go take a peek at those two teams. I am curious to see who is on those teams. We got Chiefs, so still got Pat Mahomes at age 31 doing it at a high level. Jeremiah Love is there. Big for their offense. Rice, Worthy, those guys. They went and got Ingram. Offensive line is still probably one of, if not the best offensive line in the game. DT still got Chris Jones. They still have an elite team, man. They have an elite team. Our team will get there because I think our team is still developing. We got a lot of young guys, but I think we will get there. When it comes to the Giants are working with Jackson Dart, who is now a 92. Did they draft Dante Moore too, who's also a superstar? That is crazy. They got 2 guys there. Scatterbo, of course, Wandale Robinson, beast with Leak over there, and they went and got Denzel Boston. I could see why the offense is where they at and why they got to the Super Bowl. Defensive side, still got Kavion, Brian Burns, and Abdul Carter. Dexter Lawrence, that front 7 is monstrous. Still got Okereke there, and they got a nice linebacker rookie as well, waiting to take the mold. Drew Phillips, Ellis Robinson, rookie, had a great step up year. Giants is going to be tough to deal with for some time. And let's take a look and see if we got any Pro Bowl guys on our side. We know Genty missed some time, so he probably won't be up there. No tight ends. Miller is up there. Good, and he gave us quite a few sacks, but it's good to see him up there. Of course, Max Crosby. Good to see him as always. And no DBs. We're going to have to get better in that area. That's a big thing. We're going to have to get better with these DBs. All right, let's go ahead and go through Super Bowl week. All right. And we're going to take a look at yearly awards. Josh Allen up for MVP. Once again, great season by him. Klint Kubiak was up there for Coach of the Year. Of course, didn't get it. Offensive Player of the Year, we don't have anybody. Defensive Player of the Year, Max Crosby is always up there fighting. Jeremiah Smith may get Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's really good. That's a good direction for us. Nobody on the defensive side. I see you, Simpson, for a quarterback. Genty only playing 10 games is still up there as one of the best running backs. Romeo Dobbs had a good season. We saw had 1,000-yard receiving year for him. D-line, of course, Max Crosby. Linebacker, we don't have nobody up there for linebacker. Hill didn't make it. I think he had a pretty decent season. And then this is what we're going to get better. DBs, I think that's the missing piece on what we need. And that's what we're going to figure out in this offseason to start going deeper in these playoffs. All right, season recap. And the Giants have won a Super Bowl. That's 5 for them. Jackson Dart is the Super Bowl MVP. Congratulations to them. Nate Frazier ended up getting Offensive Rookie of the Year over Jeremiah Smith, but we don't care too much about that. We know what our goal is and what we're trying to do. So now when we take a look at the draft and what's falling to us right now, it's showing a will linebacker and Corey McLeod. We do have to get better in that area, especially if it's nothing in free agency. But we do need to land a cornerback possibly. It's a few positions that we got to land during this time. So let's see if we got anybody retiring from our building. Howard is gone, Corbett is gone, and then Dylan is gone. So we know we have to kind of get better on that line as well. Do we want to take a look and getting better at the offensive positions? Nothing really there. So we're going to keep what we have. We just upgrading the level. So Tim Stevens will bring him in. Maybe that'll help some things out. I'm going to let Roy Walker go. Probably let him back in. I just want to be able to see what's out there. There's an Aaron Ward here. We'll go ahead and take him. Keep everything else the same. And we're going into to re-sign these players. We already kind of went through most of them of what it's going to look like. We got 152 million. We got money. We're going to, of course, accept the option for Ashton Genty. Elam, we're going to probably let walk. Kobe, we're going to probably let walk. Devin White. A lot of these guys we're letting walk, and we're going to just really deal in free agency. There's no one that really stands out that we'll keep. Now, Grover, I'm inclined to bring him back. He had a good season. Ryan, we only letting go because we have some pretty decent centers. But we're going to just dig in free agency and see. We have money to spend. That's the good thing. So before we go in free agency, let's take a look at the team. We need a backup for Ty. We know what our running back room is. Wide receivers, we're pretty much set with what we have. Singleton should be taking that next step to move up that depth chart. We still got Colton Miller there. Nothing really needs to change. He's going to have to continue anchoring down that team. We need a left guard. Centers, we're definitely good at. We're good with our right guards. And we need a right tackle. So really right tackle and left guard on that line is what we need. Max Crosby is a 99, 9-year pro. He's 31 years old. We got to maximize his winning now, or we're going to have to end up moving on from him eventually, which we don't want to do. DT, we got to figure it out. We got a lot of young guys here, but their development just haven't been there. So we need to bring guys that can come in and make an impact, especially while we got a young defense. We do have Kip Lewis who can possibly take the next step. We need to do something with this DB room, though, big time. So let's go in free agency, take a look and see what's going on around the league. Cooper DeJean, he wants to come here. No brainer for me. We sending him the money. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. We got the money to spend. I don't care what Washington talking about. Come on over to the Raiders. Giants offering him more money too? All right, 10-5, 4-5. It's Cooper DeJean. All right. We got the winning negotiations right now. That's a good thing. We'll look at the quarterbacks later. Nobody from this really stands out for us on receiving side. For us to really bring somebody in, we're good there. Left guard, we did need to bring somebody in. I'd rather bring in a mentor, but I also don't want to play around that it's a possibility that we don't have somebody to come in. David Edwards fit what we're trying to do. Chris Paul and these other guys are there. We're going to go for the best available player. Like I said, we got the money to spend. That's what we're going to do. He's 31. He can come in and make an impact immediately. And then we need a right tackle. Roger is 26. He can come in as well. We could possibly give him a 1-year deal, maybe 2 years, and draft somebody and develop them at the same time. I like the 2 years. He'll probably come here, so we're going to go that route. I like the fact that Nolan Smith Jr. is available. Somebody else we can definitely look at. We need a DT. We can bring Deron Payne in. He's a fit. How many? He wants 1 year. We can bring in some 1-year guys. And this really helps us when we're trying to also develop younger guys. I like Jalen Phillips. He can come in immediately. You got Harold Landry, but Phillips really want to be here. 2-year deal. He can come in, be immediate impact with Miles Crosby. This free agency might be the very thing that shape our team. This free agency might be the very thing that can get us a deep playoff run. So that's what we're looking at now. All right. So now the next mock draft is out, but let's go and take a look at the team, see if anything changed. We know we got the wide receivers. All right, David Edwards, he signed. He liked what he's seen with the Raiders. Feel like he can do some damage here. Same thing with Rajan Rosengarten. He liked that it's an open spot. Feel like he can help this team win. I love it. Jalen Phillips definitely seen an opportunity to come in and be that starting guy to kind of help us out with what we need. Deron Payne came in, can show these younger guys how it's done. Superstar player. I like what's going on right now. We can bring in another linebacker, which we'll probably do, to help Kip Lewis out. Cooper DeJean is in the building, y'all. He's in the building. We are getting our guys. People are excited about what the Raiders are looking like, and I don't see anybody that's gonna end up stopping us down the line. This is what I like here. So we got those guys. We're going to take a look at Will, linebacker. Drake is gone. Charles is gone. Christian Harris is gone, which is fine. This is what I want, a mentor. Come in and get our guy to the next level while we develop there. I love that. We got our cornerback. We got the guy that we wanted. Now we get to take a look at free safety. And really have a pick of the litter here. We got Andre Cisco if we want to bring in Evan Williams. Kobe Bryant is still there. Marcus Williams. But we want to get somebody that fit our scheme and what we're trying to do. And it might have to be Savage. It might have to bring Savage in on the 1 year and just really look in at the safety position and go from there. And honestly, this is what we need. I think we're set. Let's take a look at what possibly will come to us. So Cade Williams right now look like he's a possibility he's coming to us. We can look at a Dante Turner. That's another important piece to look at when it comes down to things. And some of these guards. So I like what this team look like. We should go pretty far now. And we still got $63 million in the cap. All right, so it's time to schedule some workouts that's important for us. So few things we're gonna look at when it comes down to where we're possibly drafting at. I want to look at Blaine Osborne because we need a safety. Dante Turner was another prospect on coming to us. Let me look at some more of these free safeties that's out here. We're looking at Osborne already. All these guys are zone. We can look at Green, and we'll do that. We're gonna head to the draft. We're gonna do 3 rounds. We're gonna let CPU take care of the rest, and hopefully we get the guys that we want. So our job is to fill the positions that's in need for us before we let CPU take over. All right, here we go. First pick of the draft. Osborne is a 2nd or 3rd round pick. They still got some quarterbacks there, but somebody must have scouted them because they ain't hitting like they thought. We brought in Cooper DeJean. So we got some options. We can continue to look at the DT position, which is very important for us. And we got Cade Williams here. Let's take a look this way. And we got Jason Bone. This man is 404 pounds, 6'3". A play recognition, B block shredding, B power moves. He doesn't have the stamina, nothing there. Okay, so what about Cade? Cade is strong, B. He doesn't have the stamina either. but he's a B in a lot of areas. And then the last thing we're going to look at is this cornerback. We definitely need that. He is a 4.3 B, A hit power, F. He gets injured a lot. That'll be taking a chance on him. He has a lot of talent. B press. I think we got Deron Payne for 1 year. So we're going to go Jason Bone. B minus. B minus. All right, we on the clock again. We're going to pull up and see what's there. I know we looked at this free agent, this free safety. It's 2 of them up there now. So we have Osborne here, who was projected to go in the first round, kind of dropped a little bit, 4.6. C awareness, A block shred, in which he can get to the tackle. He got some pursuit hit power on him. He does get injured. He has a little bit of zone. He can tackle. So it seems like he can, play a lot of nickel if he needs to. But let's look at Blake Green here. Blake Green, more of a zone type of player. Good intangibles. B awareness, B block shredding, A catching, B hit power. He gets injured as well. He has pursuit. He has B coverage. We're gonna have to take a chance on him. All right, got our safety. Long as he stays on the field, it's a good pick. So we got a free safety. We got a DT. The next one, I might, if it's available, take a look at the line. And just to add depth, and One is here. Mr. One. I don't like none of that. Let's go this route. It ain't nobody available. All right, so we might have to draft what we picked up. Jamie O'Neal, our guy scouted. Seems pretty good. We just gonna have to pick him up. He's a B plus. We got some DTs. We're gonna go ahead and let CPU finish it out. So we went after talent in the draft in the first 3 rounds. I think that's what we got, and I think we have enough where we should be able to make a pretty deep run. So let's look at the recap. Got a DT 74, 73 free safety, another DT that's a 72, halfback 71, and the rest are just filler pieces that we got. So we're gonna go ahead and head into the next year. Now after this, we're letting CPU take care of everything when it comes to building the team. The only thing we're gonna be able to do is sign players and free agency. The draft, we're gonna let CPU take care of it all. So now we're gonna go and take a look at this team and see what it looks like on paper now of what we have. We are in the 3rd year of the build, and we got Miller, we got Edwards, we got a name that Madden couldn't put on here for whatever reason, but this is his first year starting. I think he's gonna be doing good. And we got Grant. I don't know why Rosenberg is not starting. That's very interesting. Brock Bowers, we know how that goes. Jeremiah Smith is in his 2nd year. Romeo Dobbs, Singleton is getting a nod to start. Genty, Simpson. See if this is the same offense, high powered. We should do some damage with. Defense is what we got much better, y'all. So we got Savage. Green will probably be starting at some part in the year. We went and got Phillips to replace Wilson. I think it's a huge upgrade that we're going to see. We got Hill showing that he's a elite. And then we got Lewis here that will be taking the next step. And we brought in somebody for him to be able to mentor him in his efforts. We got Chien, got Cooper DeJean, Stokes. We got our guys. Deron Payne coming in is big. And then we got some DTs. So this is it. This is it to show that we are ready and we're serious about what we're doing. We 5-2, y'all. This team is legit. We are 5-2. I like it. The defense seems like it's struggling a little bit. Offense is doing what the offense do. That's good to see. We're gonna go take a look at the stats like always. Ty Simpson doing what he does. 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions only so far. Genty has been healthy. That's a good sign. 669 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. He doing his thing. Beck is still the guy. I don't know. We might have to trade him off to get Singleton Jr. some reps. But I mean, he doing his thing. He's got 5 touchdowns. Now, this is something that I feel like Singleton can do. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. Or we just don't mess with it. That's another part too. We just don't mess with it. Only 24 receptions for Jeremiah. Going forward, the line seems like they're holding strong pretty good. Cooper DeJean, good to see him now. 45 tackles so far. My DBs are leading in the tackles. Max Crosby, 7 tackles for a loss, followed by Payne. When it comes to sacks, Phillips got 3, Max Crosby 8.5, and 3 interception by Anthony Hill. Stokes got him some pass deflections. So we're going good there. So everything is shaping up the way it's shaping up. Hold on now. I want to check and see if it's been some head coaching changes. It looks like everybody is still with their head coaching gig so far. No changes. Nobody got fired yet. Well, besides Tennessee, they got an R. Walker as their coach. All right, let's go ahead and finish out this season. We went 12-5. We are back in the playoffs. That's what I like to see. 5th seed against the Buffalo Bills. That's going to be tough. Chargers is number 1. Broncos, Ravens, Jaguars, and Steelers. And then you got San Francisco, Cowboys, Eagles, Green Bay, Giants looking to come back and repeat. And you got Carolina and the Rams. All right, let's go and take a look and see how the season went with stats. Ty Simpson got better. 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 3,700 yards passing. That's good to see. Rushing, hey, our boy is back where he only missed 1 game. 1,500 yards, close to 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. It's good to see him there. Beck, like I said, I was thinking about trading him and getting him off the team, but I mean, he was close to 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, followed by Romeo Doubs doing his thing. So team is looking strong so far. We had nobody in double-digit sacks. Real good. That is a huge plus. Anthony Hill Jr. came back and was the leading tackle on the team. Max Crosby, 11 tackles for a loss and 20 sacks this season. I mean, if we take a look at what this man been doing year after year, especially when it comes to sacks, when we took over, you talking about 17, 16, 14 and a half, 20 sacks. He's on fire. We have to maximize him while we can, while we have him on the team. Phillips had 5.5. Deron Payne had 7.5. Anthony Hill Jr. had 4 interceptions. Once again, Darian Porter, 10 deflections. So now, only thing is to go further in the playoffs, y'all. This is a big thing. So now we got to play the Buffalo Bills. Let's go take a look at their team just real quick. It's been some years, things changing in the NFL. Josh Allen is 32 at this point. Still doing it. They still got Cook. They still got Shakur, Palmer, Coleman. Got their guys. Kincaid is injured. So is Lofton. They don't have no tight ends in this game. That's going to be interesting. Pretty decent line here when you look at it. So they got some guys that can block. They still got Greg Rousseau. Joey Bosa is still there. I would think he would have retired by now. TJ Sanders, Ed Oliver, they're on that defensive side. Terrell Bernard playing Mike linebacker. Pretty decent team. Maxwell Harrison stepped up, Christian Benford, and Ronaldo Green. They have some nice DBs, Cole Bishop, and then Aiden Schuler. This team is no slouch, so we're going to have to come in and we're going to have to try to play a good game.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, it all just starts. The first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo.
All right, and here we are in the red zone, looking to be the ones to be the first ones to make something happen in this first quarter.
On first down, it's Genty.
Get in there. Touchdown. Touchdown. That's Genty. That's Genty. And they came right back down and scored.
So this offense now on the edge of the red zone at the 20.
Right now, the important thing is get out that first round.
On the give, Genty.
There we go.
He'll get him inside the 15,
there we go.
14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This probably can be touchdown. We run it right. This probably can be touchdown if we run it right. There we go. I see you, Genty. That boy standing in the field like Michael Myers. You ain't catching me. Touchdown. Touchdown, Genty. Here we go. 14 up. We got the ball back again, y'all. I'm giving the ball to Genty. I'm giving the ball to Genty. I'm giving the ball to Genty. When somebody's dominating the game like that, you give them the ball.
We are in the red zone. Time to get you back to the
that boy posting at this point.
On a 2nd and 2.
Ooh. Hey, that was a good tackle. Let's remember, they linebackers is not a slouch. All right. Right there, dog. There we go. First down. First down. That's what I like to see. Now we're going to see if we can go ahead and throw this in for a touchdown.
They'll look to throw.
Romeo Dobbs once again.
From the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now.
Let's see if we can get Genty in that end zone.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
All right.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Come on, Beck, right there. Touchdown. Raiders looking good, y'all. Raiders looking good. All right.
This defense is going to have to be stout here. 4th down, but the offense only needs 1 yard to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Cook. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line.
All right, we was able to get the stop. All right, good job, good job. So now we're going to just go ahead and run the clock on them.
They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive?
Yep, they do that.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
There we go. Out of bounds.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
There's a real possibility we can get more. We can put more points on the board. There's a real possibility here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9
timeout.
Brought down. 2nd and
There's a real possibility. Everybody looking around at each other.
As it'll come with 15 seconds
I would love to get Bowers here, but that's all right. We'll go here. Genty.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call.
So now we're going to have to throw on the sideline.
Seconds to go in this first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Good job. And it's not enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to launch that thing down the field.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot.
Jeremiah do it.
Why not?
And he got it. Jeremiah did it. Oh my goodness. Wait, that wasn't Jeremiah. Oh, there is Jeremiah. Okay. I'm like, who they showing? They showing all kind of different numbers.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A punt of 46.
All right, we in a good commanding lead, up 28-7. So we just need to keep clicking this time down a little bit. So we're gonna run the ball.
On third down,
and we threw that first down.
And he picks up the first
Since he got over 100 yards rushing so far. And Beck scored his touchdown. Nope, he couldn't get off the line. But guess who's there? Jeremiah Smith. I don't know why they got him at number 22. They showing number 4. They showing all kind of numbers, but he's there.
I know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for
what a stop. Another stop. Who was number 22 right there again? They show us a lot of 22s out there. All right, we're going 3rd and 10. It's time to put them away. It's time to put them away.
On third down,
right there, Beck. Right there, Beck. It's time to put him away. Now I see why Beck been one of the top targets for this team. 4th and goal. You're gonna have to try to rush it up the middle on me, my boy. We ain't having it. Another stop. Once again, this defense is on fire. We done it, y'all. We beat the Bills 42-7, and we are advancing in the playoffs. What a game. All right, heading through the week, we got our rematch from last year matchup with the Chargers. We are a very different team than what we was last week when they had to play us. So now, when you look at it, Ravens beat the Broncos, Jaguars beat the Steelers, we beat the Bills. So now we got to go take care of the Chargers. We want to get back against the number 1 seeded team. Ravens get the Jaguars. At this point, Eagles beat the Cowboys. Green Bay beat the Giants. They will not be repeating. Rams beat the Panthers. And we got a Green Bay, Rams, and Eagles 49ers matchup. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take a peek at those Chargers really quick. All right. And looking at the Chargers, Justin Herbert is still there. They went and got Zach Charbonnet on the team, as well as Amarion Hampton. They got a double-headed monster at halfback. Still got Ladd, Quentin Johnson, Kevin Coleman Jr. is over there. So they got some guys. They got a nice tight end that they brought in. Offensive line is legit. But I think what we have, we can challenge them. Thule has gotten better. They got Derek Hall. They went and got Cade Williams as a starter at DT, who looks like he's developed pretty well. They got Ava Reese, which is huge. I think we got the better linebacker out the bunch out that year, but they went and got Reese, so that's cool for them. Haney is a big upgrade. They got Xavier Brown, who is in his 2nd year and is a monster. Malik Muhammad. They got a young cornerback group, and they went and got Terrion Arnold. So young cornerback group, and then Derwin James and everybody leading it off. But the biggest thing is I see this team is beatable. We about to go take care of business once again on the road.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store.
All right, let's start off on a good foot. Here we go. Here we go. And we get the ball. And you already know we're going to start it off with Genty. We in the red zone, people.
Up the middle, it's Genty. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Need to stay upright, Genty, for this game. This is big. We in the playoffs. We in the playoffs. All these games matter.
Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
We're going to come on this side. Block. Come on. 30 inches. And you think we ain't going to run it again? We ain't scared. We're going to come on this side. First down. Because why wouldn't we run Genty? Why wouldn't we run Genty?
They'll set up to throw.
Oh my goodness, that was almost disaster, y'all. Hey, that last time with that crazy fumble they did.
Right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's get serious. Let's get serious.
Third down. They'll look to throw here.
Right there. Oh, he stepped right in front of it. I thought he was going to keep coming around that corner a little bit more. But good thing we got the ball back. We got the ball back. That was a bad sequence. We got to make sure they don't come back to hunt us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
He's getting a breather right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm not going to hold you. I didn't see that safety out there. I got bailed out again. I did not see that safety out there. I thought it was one-on-one coverage.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive.
There we go.
Fell incomplete.
There we go.
Leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
RPO, keep an eye on Beck, keep an eye on Smith.
To gain the first here. A give out of the gun to Genty.
Oh my goodness.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
This is the playoffs. We going for it. This is the playoffs. Because who gonna hold Bowers? Who holding Bowers? Tell me again. Who holding him? First down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Once again, who holding Bowers? You better drop everybody back there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the timing.
Oh, I seen it. I know. Let's tighten up a little bit. We can't play around now. The ball out.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll go down here at the 35.
3rd and 6.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Keep coming through. Let's see what they keep coming through. Right there. You gotta hold on to that. That's why you don't get in the game. That's why you don't get in the game. I see why. Made us settle for a field goal. That was a catch. All right, here we go. Battling back and forth. We're back on the field. Defense is holding strong for us. That's a big thing. Hold on now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards.
Take up the defense. Yeah, you better call a timeout, Jim.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On the give, GNT.
Oh. Got the first down. What an effort by Genty. What an effort.
Pick up, and that sets up first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Get up in there.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
Good
He's
stop.
not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at
Good
the
stop.
1. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff.
Bowers, can you make something happen for me?
He'll look to throw.
Right there. He ain't gonna drop it. That's Brock Bowers. He ain't gonna drop it. All right, they went down there and they scored. They got them 3 points. We gonna get the ball back before halftime to be able to go out there and do a little something. So that's what we're gonna do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Right there.
He's
We
going to
got
go
him.
for a big play downfield.
Got him.
And that's caught
Moving down.
inside the 30.
And then that's touchdown, Jeremiah Smith.
Score, touchdown.
All right, we back out.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he
Uh-oh, interception by us.
So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field
Blink wrong
position.
is going to
1st and
Smith.
10 in the red zone. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too
I
much
don't know why he
contact
throwing the
to
ball
hold
like
it
that.
out, and it's 3rd down.
That bothers me. But I got to settle down and set my feet
They need a
too.
full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Right there.
Over the middle,
Right there.
complete. It's
Brock Bowers.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6
Good
points.
players show up when they need to. These games are crucial right here.
On the ground,
Oh my goodness, he came around that corner a little quick.
in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's
We're
a
gonna try to
loss of
run
a
it one
yard
more
there, and
time.
now
We
2nd
also
down.
want to let the clock be our friend. You know what? This look way too funny to me. Cook him, Jeremiah.
He'll look to throw. This is caught.
Jeremiah, he took way too long to get off that line. We're gonna try it again.
Now back to throw.
Right there, you got one job. There you go.
That's gonna be
There you. I'm trying to get you the ball, baby. Defense is on fire. Defense is on it. Now, we got elite offense and we got a pretty good defense. This is what's going to possibly get us to the Super Bowl to win the championship. I got to watch it with Jensen. I might have to sit him down. His wear and tear, I don't like it. In the 4th quarter, we don't really need him out there on the field. So we're going to sit him down. Yep. We're going to sit him down. Good job.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Right there. What the hell are you doing, Simpson? You overthrew him. Kick the field goal. That was a touchdown. That was to put the game away for sure.
And his kick here is good.
I mean, they'll need a miracle to come back, but we ain't gonna let them. 4th down. It's time to go lock down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he'll be taken down, but he...
All right, we got to be careful. They out there scoring, ain't they? There go number 22. Look at all these 22s on the field. Come around. Hurry up. Good one. Let's put this game away. Let's put this game away.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And the D not yielding.
Hey, Reese with the tackle. Let's give Ty Simpson one of those games. Let's give him one of those games to talk about. 4 touchdowns. (41-18), beat the Chargers, blew them out. We are looking good. We are heavily favored when you talk about Super Bowl contenders. I like what we got going on here, y'all. And we're doing this in what, year 3? I believe this is year 3 of the rebuild. All right, it's Jacksonville's week. So we beat the Chargers. Jacksonville beat the Ravens. Eagles beat the 49ers. Green Bay beat the Rams. So we are 1 game away from the Super Bowl. We got to go play Jacksonville, who's also 12-5. Let's take a look at their team. And I'll be honest, if I feel like they're those guys. Trevor Lawrence, 28. I feel like our QB is better. They got Tutton. They got Chase Brown. Another dynamic backfield, but so what? Travis Hunter. BTJ, Jacoby Myers. We're not scared. When it comes to their offensive line, it's average. I mean, it's better than the league average. Travion Walker, 27, still there and developing to a good player. Josh Hines Allen, 31, still there as elite. Matt Parker is their DT. John Franklin and Brian Brees, they have a nice DT group. Devin Lloyd, Mike linebacker, holding it down. Oluokun, age 33, looking to try to get over the hump. They went and got Marlon Humphreys to add with Greg Newsome and Jermaine Matthews Jr. in that DB room. They got Malik and Antonio Johnson. But from what I see, barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. Let's go ahead and go in here and stamp our ticket to the Super Bowl.
Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's raining, so it looked like it's going to be a rush-type game. Jacksonville already going down to try to get a score. Then field goal in the red zone. Let's see if we can come in here and make some stuff shake. Get to him. Good job, Stokes. Good job. Good job. Let's not be afraid of man. They do have some players out there, but let's not be afraid of this man offense, this man defense. There you go. Come back around. We ain't going for that. What you said, Max? Max won a Super Bowl, baby.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Watch it. Watch it. That was me over there looking at plays happen, but let him kick that field goal. That's good. Let him kick the field goal. No touchdown.
Boswell's kick is good.
All right. First one's on the board. Let's go down and show him how it's done. 3rd and 4. What we gonna do? Let's trust our team.
Back to throw.
Right there. Right there.
He's got his running back
right there.
into the backfield. And he is going to have.
They just don't know we have Genty. They must haven't heard about him throughout the season. But this guy's something serious. Them linebackers, y'all better crash in some more. Did y'all hear me?
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mayor, you got Oluokun.
And they'll
Touchdown. Get off off me. Ooh, they came right back down. They came right back down. They hit a play too.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the
Come on.
preparations that go into a
They
game
hit a play too. Jeez. Okay. Okay. We're going to have a game today, people.
After a big year, the consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks.
Good job.
Is pretty impressive.
Good job. Number 22 all over the Madden cracking me up with this number 22 stuff. All right.
Lawrence.
Good defense. Good defense.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
That's what I'm talking about, fellas.
Shot here.
A 23-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And
All right. 2 field goals. We could take that. Where is it going? Where is it going? All right. They got the ball back 3rd and 5. Come down here and get a stop, baby. Let's get a stop.
Myers in motion right.
You got him. Stay with him. Stay with him. Got to him. I see you out there, Chin.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This from 42 yards out. Boswell's kick is
All right, they
good.
3 field goals in. We just got to be able to stop them from getting down the field like they kind of doing with us.
Here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Back
Come on.
to throw here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
That was a great catch. I thought he missed it for a second. Great catch.
The offense is in the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 situation at the 15-yard line. Now it's Genty.
Oh. We'll take that. We'll take that. 7-yard rush.
7 yards on the pickup.
If you don't know anything, Genty gonna get the ball. Get you another. Ooh, my good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Help him. Ah. That was a tough fumble. That was a tough fumble.
Not much left here before we reach halftime as the offense is out there now hoping to put together a scoring drive before they head to the locker room.
Look where we at, y'all. Genty, get us out of here. Genty, get us out. Genty, get us out of here. Get us out of here. Just like that, he made up for it.
The race is on. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
That's what I'm talking about. And they giving us the ball back? The defense got us the ball back?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's pass interference. He was tugging on my waist. He was tugging on my waist. Hey, open your eyes, bro.
Trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing.
Oh, I threw it too late. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I saw him far too late. And that boy made a play. This is why I signed him back.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Genty, did you slip?
He let him a bit too much.
His back has been a dependable safety valve
all right.
all game, so he went back
57 seconds left. Let's make something shake.
So the play results in no gain.
Right there.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Count on Mayer. I'm cool with the clock ticking. I repeat, I'm cool with the clock ticking. We got Smith, Genty over there. Possible bet. We're going to hit back right there. There we go. Now we call a timeout. Now we call a timeout. We cooking with hot grease now, y'all.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Right there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Come on, to the line, to the line, to the line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Genty. Genty. You got to get those. That would have got us closer to the end zone, my boy.
It's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards.
See if I can get this out of bounds. All right, 6 seconds left. Kick the field goal. Let's go into halftime.
Defenders being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man
Halftime.
coverage.
Let's
in
go.
this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that.
All right, we back in now. 3rd and 4. This is huge if we can convert this. This will be huge.
They'll set up to throw.
Come on, Romeo. Do we be aggressive here? This is big. Do we be aggressive here? I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. I don't know where Brock Bowers is. That's a little scary.
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back.
Get up off me.
And he's got room.
There you go, Genty.
Down near the 20-yard.
There you go, Genty. Boy, scared money don't make no money. We out here. We out here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
We're going to go ahead and kick the field goal.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We're going to go ahead and kick the field goal. Smart thing to do. There we go. We need to keep a commanding lead. Let's get to we in the 4th quarter. This is important. Where we at? 4th and 23. Let's put the pressure on them. There you go. Get to him. Gotcha. We going to the Super Bowl, y'all. We going to the Super Bowl. We are going to the Super Bowl, y'all.
On the give, Genty. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Chalk it up. That's game time. It's game time. We can skip the moment. We are going to the Super Bowl. We are doing it, y'all. We are doing it. Wow. No need to look at the Pro Bowl because we don't got nobody there. Because guess what? We going to face those Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. This is big. This is big for us. All right, here we go. Let's go and take a look at this Philadelphia Eagles team and what we have to face. What some changes they made, or as they still got their core intact. 30-year-old Jalen Hurts looking to go back to win him a Super Bowl. They still got Saquon Barkley. They have Price there. So it's going to be a running back battle. A.J. Brown is declining, but they got Zachariah Branch, but they have Devontae Smith, who has became their main guy. Max Clare at the tight end position is nice. We always know Eagles know how to keep a very good offensive line. So we're going to have to take that into account. Joe Hyde, rookie, left edge. Landon Jackson, they have there. Jalen Carter, we know how much of a monster he can be when it comes to that team. They have Jaheed Campbell, who has stepped up and became a very big player. You know, Zach Bond. And then they got Quinyon Mitchell, Guantanamo Bay out there to try to hold us down. Got a rookie in Mayo at cornerback, and Jair Hill, Reed Blankenship, and Andrew Makuba. All right. But I think our team is a little bit better across the paper. When you look at everything, we haven't looked at the development of people, but Miller is a 95. Our center is now at 83. Powers 86. Brock Bowers should be back. Well, he is back. Good to see him back. You got Jeremiah Smith 91. Romeo Dobbs. Genty is a 99. Simpson is a 93 now. So we got some development there. Very good. Green is officially the starter. Good to see him. Phillips, Crosby, Hill Jr. is a 95. That's good. Lewis got some development going on. Deron Payne, Bone is a 78 now. We got Cooper DeJean. It's good for him to get to go against his former team and go out there and give them the biz. We are now in the Super Bowl, y'all. Let's go take care of business.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Kate Scott and Brock
All right.
Hewitt
All right, Philly had already scored. It's heavy rain out here. I don't know what they got going on, but they came down there and got a score. Let's see if we can get a stop here.
on third down. It's Hurts.
Drop it.
And he'll be brought
He
down
held
at
on to it. That's a
29.
big catch. Big catch. 3rd and 17 right here. This is important. Let's see if we can get some pressure over here on
Defense looking to defend the
our
marker on
guy.
third down. Third and long for him here. Throwing for the back of the end zone.
I don't know where he's throwing it to. But good job. Good job. All right. We didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing with that. We give him another shot to come out here and do something. Come on now. Get to him, Max.
Air it out on third.
There we go. There we go. Come on. 3rd and 4. Let's make something shake, y'all. We got to get on the board. Come on, Simpson. Do not come out there and slip. I repeat, do not come out there and slip. Goodness. We're going to have to kick the field goal. We can't even play around. We can't play around. Oh, we're going for it. Coach said go for it. All right.
Numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was
Right
third
there.
and manageable
Come on.
and incomplete.
There we go. We're going to slip and slide out there. A great route. Great route.
Yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Raider first down.
Come on,
Off
Genty.
to Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a
I know
run
y'all
that's
probably
a
looking
long
like, man, why
stat sheet.
didn't you
If you
hit
see a
that
bigger
hole?
play
I
on
guess
the
that
ground later
linebacker
on,
spooked me a little bit.
largely
I ain't
because
even
of
gonna
a play
hold you.
Just like that one, softening up the front and opening
Come
the
on.
door for a bigger
Come on.
gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Taken down at the
He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
brings up third
All
down.
right.
He's dropping
Right
back to
there.
throw.
Come on. Come on. You got to get that. Do we go for it? We go for it. We got to go for it. We have to go for it. Oh, my goodness.
He couldn't do it.
Brock
You know what
Bowers.
that's
Come
like?
on,
That's like
man.
passing
Come
across
on.
your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a
Smith.
big no-no.
There you go. Move some
When you
people
challenge
around.
double coverage in
Get
the
it
end
to
zone,
Brock.
and let me tell you, coaches
There we
don't
go.
really like that either.
And they come
There we
through
go.
to stay on the field. That is enough to
Slow
set
and
this
steady
offense up with
wins
a
the
first and
race.
goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Genty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
We're going to run Genty again. Y'all going to have to watch Carter.
Brings up second.
And you hold him long enough.
They go to him again. And he will not
You
get
didn't
in.
get
The
that?
defense holds. It
Ooh-wee.
looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And
gonna
now they're
pass
just
it.
inches short
We're
for
going to
third
pass it,
down.
Brock. You heard me? You heard me, Brock?
They'll work against the blitz.
Right there.
And into the
They
end
weren't
zone he
ready for
goes.
it.
Touchdown, Las
We got a
Vegas.
Brock Bauer. We're going to use him. And here they come, marching their ass right back down to the red zone, man.
To the line
Come on.
and set. Here we go. First down.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Come on.
They send a tight end in motion. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10.
Yeah, you better slide it up. You better slide it up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Rich gets it out wide, complete.
It's on. There we go.
The 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Make them kick a field goal.
Taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Good moving drive.
Make them kick a field goal. That's the goal.
Throwing here hurts. Brought in.
What the hell?
Touchdown.
Oh, man. That's a bad score. That's a bad score we allowed. All right. Let's see if we can tie this thing up.
Genty on the give. He's headed right. It is charged towards the line.
That ground is slick. Watch that ankle, boy. That ground is slick.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing now out of the shotgun.
Come on, Brock. Get in there.
And he's going to be stopped after
the boy got 6 catches. He got 6 catches. He gonna will us. Come on, Elwich. You got to get up in there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They ain't even try to block. We going to have to pass it. You already know where I'm looking. You already know where I'm looking. Brock Bowers. You already know where I'm looking. 3rd and 16. Can we make something shake from here? This is big. Get to him.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long.
Michael. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's make something of it. We 3rd and 7 at this point. Let's make something of it.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket.
Come on.
That's caught for the first.
Let's go, fellas. This is the Super Bowl. Let's play like it. That's him.
Third and long. They're going to throw.
I saw R1 way too late. That's on me. That's on me. We're going to kick this field goal.
Ryan Fitzgerald lining up for the field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left
Kick that field goal. That's an important field goal right there. Come on. We're going into the 4th quarter. 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17. Come on.
Tight end going in motion.
Watch him. Watch him.
Here he goes. 3rd and long.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, Kip. They didn't kick that field goal. They didn't kick that field goal, y'all. They didn't kick that field goal, y'all.
Set up for an insurance
all right.
Here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's take our time here.
Here's the lone back on the
Get up in there. I know I could have stayed, kept going on the outside. I could have kept going on the outside, but I didn't. That's all right. That's all right.
Here's another for him.
Oh, I slipped.
Standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on 3rd and goal.
They double teaming Jeremiah over there.
He's gonna throw it.
Since they decided to double team.
Makes the catch.
Since they decided to double team, watch yourself. Oh, they came down and scored. Oh, it's coming down to the wire, 24-21. Come on, hands team. There you go, Beck. They got all their timeouts. They got all their timeouts.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Tossing right to the short side.
Block.
And he's going to be driven out with a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
And we doing this without our boy, by the way. I'm still putting him back in. This is the Super Bowl. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Call that timeout. This is the Super Bowl. You think he want to miss this?
Give up the guts. It's Genty. And he'll stay upright
all
through
that time out.
But not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Last run, not a lot of help.
Come on, Genty.
9 to go now on 2nd down.
Get them blocks.
Another give here
Get them
to
blocks.
Genty.
Get them blocks. You think he want to miss this? This is the Super Bowl, y'all.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Genty.
There we go.
Past that line. They stop him at the 3. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout.
Yep, we gonna nail it. We gonna nail it. It's a smart thing to do. We don't want to cause no problems. We gonna nail it. We gonna nail it. We gonna nail it. We gonna nail it. We are Super Bowl champions.
And send that trophy to the Las Vegas Strip, baby. The Raiders.
We did that, y'all. What a way to rebuild the team.
Every year when we get to this point, Brock, we hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end, really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
There you go. We Super Bowl champions, and we're going to kind of just take a real brief recap of how we got here with this team. A couple of years ago when we took over, we took in that 2026 draft, we took a chance on Ty Simpson. It was between him and Dante Moore. I feel like we got the best pick. Dante Moore over here with the Giants. He's an 80, but he wasn't really playing, so his development wasn't there, unfortunately. But I still think we picked the better of the quarterbacks and brought in Ty Simpson to lead us to a Super Bowl. Genty, we saw once we put a line behind him, this guy became a monster, 1,500-yard machine, one of the best backs in the league. Drafting Jeremiah Smith a year before was huge. He made some big plays for us. Like, the season seemed dull. He made some big plays. But one thing we did a couple of years ago was we signed Romeo Doubs in free agency. We thought long or hard about it, but we brought him in even when that man didn't want to come here. I don't know if he still has the same feelings. Nope, look, he loves it here. When at first he did not want to come here, we paid him, kind of overpaid him, and it paid off because when you look at his stats with us, when he came with the Raiders, he had 1,000-yard receiving year last year. This year, right at 920. The year before that, he had his best stats that he had after, from being with a team. So it was a very, very big pickup for us to bring him in. We drafted Eric Singleton thinking that he was going to be the slot, but Jack Beck came out of nowhere and really just started performing. He had his best season this year. They came up 9 touchdowns. So that really helped us. Brock Bowers definitely was doing what Brock Bowers done. We kept Colton Miller. That was a big pick. We kind of switched on and off through left guard, so that wasn't really a big thing. We did draft 2 centers. These guys definitely helped us out. We re-signed Jackson Powers Johnson. That was very big to keep him on the team. We got Roger Rosengarten for that season. Not giving up on Max Crosby because we were in the talks of possibly trading him, but at the time, I mean, he was a centerpiece, and I'm glad we didn't, because by the time we took over, when you look, when we came on the team, he was already ending the season with 17 sacks, and then he kept it up, 16 sacks, 14 and a half, then 26 sacks, his best season so far in that Super Bowl era that we have. Brought in Lucas Van Ness was big, but I think even bringing in Jalen Phillips, he may seem like he didn't really do too much, but he got us 5.5 sacks. He was big in a lot of things that we did. Did he do anything in that Super Bowl? Yeah, he had 2 sacks. Big piece to bring in. He had 2 sacks in that game, so that was good. We drafted Jason Bone. I think Jason Bone had a pretty decent season as well. He didn't play that much. I think he started playing as he developed, but Payne was the biggest pickup. I think bringing him in, he had a 14.5 sack season with Washington. I'm surprised they didn't keep him. He came in with us, 7.5 sacks. Very good season, helped us out, got him a Super Bowl. Anthony Hill Jr., being able to draft him at the same year that we got Tyson. I think we got him in, if I'm not mistaken, the 2nd round, that we was able to pick him up. Was it the 2nd round? Where do you see that at? Yeah, 2nd round, 4th pick. We brought him in, and that was a huge thing for us to be able to bring him into this team. So I'm glad we did that, because he was a guy leading the tackles on the team big time for us. So when you look at it, those 3 years, 120, 120, 129, he had some sacks, interceptions. He was just a force soon as he came into the team. Kip Lewis, he developed a little bit. He was a nice little piece. Bringing in Cooper DeJean, I think, really helped the defense as well. 3 tackles for a loss, 1 interception is not what he was doing with Philly, but at the same time, it was a big piece for us to be able to bring him in. We kept Eric Stokes. We really betted on him, and I think he stayed on the team and did a really good job. Blake Green developed. If you don't know, he was the one that got the interception in that Super Bowl game, the biggest game of his NFL career, to date. But he got the interception as well as 7 tackles. So that was a great piece we brought in for him. Brown had to play a lot because we missed Jeremy Chin, but keeping Jeremy Chin was big. So those things kind of led to us and what built us to have this Super Bowl caliber team. We did it in at least 3 to 4 years. So next episode, we're going to pick a different team and try to do this same method. If you definitely like me doing these things versus just doing a slower franchise, let me know. Or if you want to like the slower franchise, let me know about that as well. Just comment below. Let me know what content. I do this for y'all. I do put a lot of effort in this sometimes. But other than that, I want you to like, comment, subscribe. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Final Drive. Until next time, y'all, salute to you.